say I was down on the unofficial scorecard.
So I told you that to pick it up.
Pick it up, yeah.
I said pick it up.
Show me you great.
The 11, the 12. I said show me you great.
Yeah.
And then he fought the 10th round, went to the 11th, and said we're gonna press his ass now.
Yeah.
We're gonna do what we got to do. We pressed him. We did what we had to do. And I told you from the beginning before we went out there, no matter what weight class you go to, once you hit him with that equalizer, he gonna find out what it really is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie, 'cause I never seen it. I actually never seen
16,570.
in person. So when I got in the ring, I was just looking. He came around, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he sure did.
I'm fighting 154.
Yeah, that's what you said to me.
He was big.
He was bigger than Logan Paul.
Floyd Mayweather had told Gervonta Tank Davis that your equalizer is your power. And that's why he was pushing Gervonta Tank Davis to get the knockout, because obviously you don't know how the judges were scoring the fight. I had Gervonta Tank Davis up by that point because after the 4th round, he pretty much took over and scored 2 knockdowns. But like I said before, you never know with the judges. Well, Floyd Mayweather told Gervonta Tank Davis the right thing because that motivated Gervonta to go out there and score the knockout. So what was your overall take on the fight? And were you impressed by Gervonta tonight?
I thought it was a very entertaining fight. Like Floyd Mayweather said, if it wasn't for his power, I would have had Barrios winning very comfortably. So, because prior to that 8th round knockdown, you know, it was a really close fight. Not even that, I had Barrios up by like a few rounds. But yeah, I totally agree with Floyd Mayweather. It was a good fight. I honestly don't know how I feel about it because I still don't consider Mario Barrios as a real title holder because he is a regular, you know, WBA, and I don't. It had to been like a fighter like Lomachenko that he knocked out like that. That would have been cool, but you know, it's Mario Barrios, which is a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him, but it had to been, you know, just another opponent that was, you know, top tier. I would have been more impressed. But it was a good fight overall. I take nothing away from both fighters. It was really good.
It was one thing to say that after the fight, but before the fight, obviously a lot of people were picking Barrios to win. A lot of champions, a lot of trainers, and even the fans. They were claiming that Barrios was too big, too strong for Gervonta Tank Davis. And we saw signs of that during the fight. You had the fight close, but I wanted to ask you, can you recall the last time a fighter moved up 2 weight divisions to fight an undefeated champion and knock them out?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
And that's why.
No, man, that was a good performance. It's actually really good.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what makes it impressive, because on my video I just dropped on the review for the fight, which I'm gonna leave it in the comment section below. You're obviously a Canelo fan. It ain't no secret. And but there was a Canelo fan that was saying, he said in the comment section, you guys discredited Canelo when he fought Rocky Fielding, and he moved up to fight a regular WBA champion just like Gervonta did. But the difference is when Canelo Alvarez moved up to fight Rocky Fielding, first of all, he had better fights on the table. Second of all, the fact that Rocky Fielding was already knocked out in the 1st round by Callum Smith before Canelo Alvarez fought him. And on top of that, Canelo only moved up 1 division, and he already fought at 164 against Chavez Jr. as well. So it's no comparison when Canelo fought Rocky Fielding, because Mario Barrios is a Mexican warrior. A lot of Canelo fans will say that the best fighters in the world are Mexicans. I disagree, but if that's the case, Rocky Fielding wasn't a Mexican at the end of the day. Rocky Fielding was just another European fighter. There's no doubt about it. Canelo Alvarez is the European assassin. But Gervonta, he fought a Mexican, and we already know Mexican fighters are the 2nd dominant race in the sport of boxing throughout the history of the sport. They warriors, they go out on their shield, they never quit, majority of them. So the fact that Gervonta moved up 2 weight divisions to fight a Mexican undefeated champion, that was highly impressive.
No, I definitely agree. I agree 100%.
The best fighters of all time are black. Stop it. Well, that's what I'm saying. The second best are Hispanic, but the first best are black, from Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones Jr., Sugar Ray Leonard, Sweet Pea Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, and the list goes on and on and on. But nevertheless, you had the fight close. But After the 5th round, Gervonta pretty much took over. The first 4 rounds, I felt like Gervonta gave them rounds away. But after the 4th round, that's when Gervonta started to apply pressure, which was the key to victory since he was the smaller guy. By the 8th round, you could obviously have Barrios up by 1 point, but that's when Gervonta scored 2 knockdowns. So coming into the 9th and 10th round, Gervonta was up on my scorecard, but Floyd Mayweather just wanted to put the stamp on the victory. And what better way to win than win by a devastating knockout? I did feel like Gervonta abandoned the body. Throughout the fight, usually Gervonta is a devastating body puncher. He will break his opponent down to the body. But in this fight specifically, Gervonta was too happy headhunting for some reason, even though the body was there. I think Mario Barrios reminded him, because Mario Barrios in the 11th round and the round before that, he was catching Gervonta with some really decent body shots. He was scoring right hands to the body on Tank. I think that reminded Tank to go to Mario Barrios' body. So the moment he countered him to the body with an uppercut, the fight was over. A lot of fighters have great chin. Like Mario Barrios, he showed a hell of a chin. He was taking devastating blows by Gervonta throughout the night. Obviously, him being the bigger, stronger guy and Gervonta moving up 2 weight divisions, that also has something to do with it. But we knew that coming into the fight. We was wondering how the power was going to carry. Gervonta did carry his power because he dropped Mario Barrios with 1 single punch twice. But nevertheless, you're going to run in across fighters that have an iron chin. But the body is not made out of iron. So if you go to the body, you will eventually get your opponent out of there if you place the shot correctly, especially if you're a devastating puncher like Gervonta. So I think this is a good learning lesson for Gervonta to go to the body more often, as he have a devastating punch. I felt like he could have got Mario Barrios out of there in the 8th round if he actually went to the body in that round. I truly believe he would have got him out of there and fulfilled his prediction. Nevertheless, he still got him out of there in the 11th round. It was a very exciting fight. And Mario Barrios has nothing to be ashamed of. He a warrior. He went out like a warrior. He fought back like a warrior. So I think his stock didn't drop. Usually when fighters lose their undefeated record, obviously the stock will drop. But for Mario Barrios, this was the biggest fight on the biggest stage. He showed heart. He showed that he's a warrior. So I could see him bouncing back. Mario Barrios is a good fighter. He was the WBA regular champion. He was also undefeated and never been dropped before. So that alone, that Gervonta moved up 2 weight divisions and stopped a fighter that never been stopped before, that's highly impressive to me.
Oh yeah, no, I'll take it back. I may have came off as kind of like disappointed of the fight, but prior to the fight, I already knew that Mario Barrios was a great fighter. You know, he was undefeated, like you said. He never been dropped before until this fight. So my bad if I came off kind of like discrediting him in this type of way. But no, I actually think it was a really good fight. Like, you know, but yeah, my bad.
That's your opinion. You know? That's your opinion. No, I just want to get your take. That's all.
Hold it. You're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I took up the wall. I took up the wall.
I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.